Hey guys, and welcome to my next reaction to Supernatural. So, really love the last episode. I genuinely think that it was one of the more terrifying ones, at least personally for me. So I'm kind of interested to see what we're gonna deal with in this episode. Are they gonna get scarier as they go on? I don't know. I'm really excited to be kind of approaching, not completely there yet, but approaching the end of this season. All right. Let's get into it. That is a big shadow.
Hey Meredith, it's Derek. Where you been?
Oh no. Oh no 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 no. Oh, what? It just like what even was that? What even was that? What even was that?
I feel like a high school drama dork.
Oh shit.
What was that play that you did? What was it?
Jeffrey's name came on the screen. Oh my god.
Meredith was all over, in pieces.
Oh!
The guy who killed her must have been some kind of a whack job.
Meredith's heart was missing.
Ah!
Heart? Yeah, her heart.
I don't like this.
So what do you think did it to her? Ever see that symbol before?
Never. I'm a professional. I'm offended that you would think that. All right.
You mind doing a little bit of thinking with your upstairs brain?
To recap, the only successful intel we've scored so far is the bartender's phone number.
Sam!
Oh no, 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 not Psycho Tinkerbell! She's back, she's back.
Gosh, Sam, what are the odds we'd run into each other?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, what are the odds? Maybe because you want to like sacrifice him or something.
This is my brother, Dean.
This is Dean.
Yeah.
Nice. The way you treat your brother like luggage.
Oh!
Sorry?
Why didn't
Wow!
you do what he wants to do?
Okay, awkward. I'm gonna get a drink now.
Yeah, wow. Meg,
Sam, I'm sorry.
I don't know.
If it were me, I'd kill it.
Yeah, I bet you would.
I hope to see you around, Sam.
I hope to not see you around because I think you're up to shenanigans.
Who the hell was she? Huh? I treat you like luggage? Before you bitching about me to some chick?
Look, I'm sorry, Dean. It was when we had that huge fight when I was at that bus stop in Indiana.
Well, is there any truth to what she's saying? Keeping you against your will, saying?
It's
Oh!
not. Now, would you listen?
What? Maybe you're thinking a little too much with your upstairs brain. Huh?
Oh my god. I mean, his instincts are spot on, but you know. I bet she checks out though. Like, I'm sure she's covered her tracks.
You find anything on her or what?
Sorry, man, she checks out. There's a Meg Masters in the Andover phone book. I pulled up her high school photo. Now, look, why don't you go knock on her door?
Pull up her high school photo.
Is summoning a demon that ancient? Someone really knows their stuff.
I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how I feel about this. I bet so much that she knows Sam is watching her. Oh!
No. I'm just
Pervert.
Oh! Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Either he is gonna find something out, or I feel like she could be leading him into a trap or something. Sam, I mean, this is a bit much. Yeah, maybe she really doesn't know that Sam's there. Oh shit.
I don't think you should come. Because the brothers, they're in town. I didn't know that. I'll be here. Waiting for you.
Sam, do not make any noise. And like, oh god, oh god. I don't even. Yeah, this is not good.
What the hell?
possibly literally.
Dude, I gotta talk to you.
Oh!
It's the same. He's got a thing for the bad girl.
Oh.
Now, what's the deal with that bowl again?
She was talking into it. The way witches used to scry into crystal balls or animal entrails. She was communicating with someone who's coming to that warehouse.
Also, someone who probably knows who you guys are, because she said the brothers, like,
Holy crap.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Meredith, second victim? Turns out she was adopted. Guess where she's from?
Oh.
Dad, if you get this, get to Chicago as soon as you can.
Oh.
Voicemail?
Oh, man.
Nervous?
No.
Yes.
Are you?
Yes.
No. No way.
Okay. Both of them are liars.
Yeah, could you imagine if we actually found that damn thing? That demon?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, all right?
Yeah, you don't
I'm
know.
just saying, man, I'd sleep for a month. Go back to school, just be a person again.
Oh.
Go back to school?
Yeah, once you're done hunting the thing.
Oh.
Why? Is there something wrong with
Oh.
No, it's great. Good for you.
it? What are you gonna do when it's all over?
It's never gonna be over. It's gonna be others.
Yourself.
Yeah, I don't want you to leave the second this thing's over, Sam.
Dude, what's your problem?
Oh.
And why do you think I came and got you at Stanford in the first place?
Because Dad was in trouble. Because you wanted to find the thing that killed Mom.
Yes, that, but it's more than that, man.
Oh, my God.
I want us to be together again.
Okay.
I want us to be a family again.
I'd do anything for you.
Oh, he
But
would.
things will never be the way they were before.
Could be.
Oh, Sam. Well, that gives you something to think
I
about.
don't want them to be.
Oh, wow.
You're gonna have to let me go my own way.
He will. He's just upset about it. That's okay. Oh, that's okay. Oh my God, they both climbed up. Stop.
Guys, Patty's a little bit childish, don't you think?
Well, that didn't work out like I planned.
Ah!
Who are you waiting for?
You.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Well, that didn't go well at all.
You killed those two people for nothing.
Maybe I've killed a lot more for a lot less. This trap isn't for you.
Dad.
Yeah.
For Dad.
And try to save you.
Oh, shit.
And then the Davis will kill everybody.
No.
Nice and slow.
No, no, no.
Like the love you have for Mommy. And Jess.
Go to hell.
Stop. Stop.
How you really feel about me.
Hatred?
I saw you. Watching me. Changing in my apartment.
Oh, God.
Turned you on, didn't it?
No, it. Oh.
You too.
Admitting that you probably had something to do with Jessica's. I just don't. Ah, shit.
Are you just trying to distract me while your brother cuts free?
No.
Oh, Sam.
Just because I have a knife in my hand.
That was the best thing ever! Uh-oh. Oh, no! Oh, God. Wait, is she dead? I feel like that can't be how that... Is she not there? Oh my God, is she dead?
The next time you want to get laid, find a girl that's not so buckets and crazy, huh?
Probably a good plan. Also, is she really dead? Huh. Your eyes gonna open? No. Okay. I guess she's dead. Oh my god.
Hey, boys.
Oh wow. Oh my god. Hugs. You have to hug Sam too. Cause it's. Oh.
Hi, Sam.
Oh.
Hey, Dad.
Oh. That's okay. It's a good.
Yeah, it was a trap. It knows I'm gonna kill it. Not just exercise it or send it back to hell. Actually kill it. How?
Wow.
I don't want you caught in the crossfire. I don't want you hurt.
Dad, you don't have to worry about us.
Of course I do. I'm your father.
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry.
Last time we were together, we had one hell of a fight.
Yes, sir.
It's good to see you again.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Too long.
Oh. Oh man, she's not dead. Fuck.
These things are shadow demons. Let's light them up.
Oh! There you go, Sam. Wow.
Dad, you can't come with us.
What? What are you talking about?
Hey, boys. You're beat to hell.
We'll be all right.
Dad's vulnerable when he's with us.
Wow. I mean, he's not wrong.
Stronger without us around.
After all the time we spent looking for you, please. I gotta be a part of this fight.
Harry, this fight is just starting. And we are all gonna have a part to play. Trust me, son.
Yeah, you have to. Sam, I know.
Okay, you gotta let me go.
Oh God, it's okay. I know. Oh God, I feel so horrible for Sam. I mean, for everybody, but like this is what's keeping him going, and it's just, I know. Oh. Oh my God, my heart.
Be careful, boys.
It's at least a bit insightful. Even though we didn't really get too many answers. Oh. I need you to stop. God. Ugh. I don't know. She's bugging me. Okay, so we are obviously getting a little bit more plot oriented. Again, I don't think that we got, all of the answers in the world with this episode, but, we get to see a little bit deeper everything that's kind of going on, particularly with Meg. And obviously we got to see their dad again, which is always pretty interesting. And they got to see their dad again, more importantly. Okay. Wow. I feel like there's a lot to unpack with this episode, so, okay. Obviously, this kind of diverted a little bit, I think, from the typical formula of the episodes thus far. It's like there's a bad thing, and then they find the bad thing, and they stop the bad thing, that's in general. And, obviously there was this kind of shadow demon thing, but it really wasn't entirely about, finding this shadow demon and stopping it. The ending was them kind of going off and doing what's best for the main mission, which is trying to figure out what the hell this thing is and killing it. Which I'm assuming we're going to get to kind of as the season progresses on. We have a decent amount of episodes left, but not, a ton. So I think it's going to be kind of interesting how many of those are very, maybe more standalone, and how many of those are going to be very plot oriented. I would assume at least a couple of them will be when it comes to this plot. Wow. I mean, great to see their dad. I genuinely think that just makes me kind of just happy that they were able to have this sort of reuniting moment. And the look of, like, I feel like relief that, like, Dean had when he saw his dad and he hugged his dad was just so beautiful. And I really loved that. Obviously, it was a little more complicated in regards to Sam, and that also was very heartfelt, and I really, really loved that. So I want to talk a little bit about the conversation that Sam and Dean had, which I felt like it was a very, very big conversation for the both of them. Let's talk first. Let's go on to Sam's side of things. I get, obviously where he is coming from. It's kind of always been his dream to go to school and to finish that, and to kind of, separate himself from maybe the not so niceties of demon hunting and their past and everything that happened with their mom and whatever possible. I say all of this without entirely knowing the exact dynamic between Sam and his father, but I would assume it's probably a bit stressful of a relationship to have. I feel like that's fair to say, even though I don't know the ins and outs of it. So, obviously he cannot choose what he wants to do with his life. He can't choose that based off of somebody else wanting that for him. Does that make sense? Like he can't, he has to do what he wants to do. He has to do what's right for him. And it's very heartbreaking that, Dean really wants them to kind of be together and do this thing, but, obviously Dean can't, force him to do something like that if that's not what he wants to do. Now, I have a feeling he will come around, seeing as there's a ton more seasons, but, I'm just saying, like, at this moment in time, that's kind of how it goes. So I get that. And I do feel really bad for, well, okay, before I get into that, so let's talk about Dean's side of that. This is all really kind of upsetting and a bit tragic for him, because, and props to Dean. You gotta give claps where claps are due. He opened up in that scene. Okay, we need to applaud and appreciate whenever it happens, and he doesn't just deflect or make a joke or whatever. He was 100% honest in that moment, and he said, I don't want you to leave, and I want to do this with you, and all of that stuff. And that, like, I'm just so happy that that was something that he, did in that moment, because it's good for Sam to know where his head is at as well. It's the only reason, the only way that this relationship is going to work at the end of the day. Now, so loved that. But you have to, I feel like if you think of it from, Dean's perspective, as we learned kind of earlier in the season, he doesn't necessarily let me try to explain this in the best way. He doesn't really see that there's an option. like Sam does. You know, Sam says, you know, he kind of wants to get away. And I assume that that is also encouraged by maybe a not so great relationship with their father. I think the only thing that I'll say on that is just that, you know, it's probably more difficult for this, I mean, to kind of stick around, and if that relationship is not that great, which maybe Dean's relationship with his father is a little bit better. I'm not you know, I don't really know the dynamic just yet. This is all speculation. But I think Dean doesn't really see that there's an option to just like drop it and go live your life. You know, of course, I feel like that might be something that he would, but I think he wants to fight the fight. Whereas I think maybe Sam is a little bit more on the sense of like the driving force of him being kind of doing all of this stuff throughout this season is because of Jessica and his mom in that sense. It's a very personal thing. That's not to say that's not personal for Dean, but you guys get what I'm saying. Like the Jessica thing was probably pretty traumatic for him. Whereas I do think that Dean just does not see, like, I don't know if he would be able to live with himself if he just was like, yeah, I'm just gonna hang up my demon hunting outfit and go try to do something else. I think, you know, maybe he would think like, oh, there are these terrible things out there and people are dying. And it just, I think, and when you have to deal with stuff like that on a regular basis and people dying and being in trouble and the amount of stress and mental toll it takes, physical toll it takes, let's be real, you know, all of this stuff, you know, I think he's very, very glad to have Sam there. Have somebody to share that with, even though he, you know, he's not opening up to, I mean, he did in that scene, but like he normally is not opening up about how hard it is or this or that or whatever, you know, tolls it does take on him and everything like that. But, you know, he genuinely, like, you know, just wants, I feel like he just wants Sam to be with him, to be in it with him. And he thought he had that in that moment. And I think he still does have that, because I think that whole thing that I just said about Dean is something that could happen with Sam if Sam ever tried to kind of like leave. I think it would be in the back of Sam's head that, like, you know, he doesn't really want his brother doing this alone, but just, yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself. But like, I think, you know, that kind of took him by surprise. He was like, oh, you want to go back to school? And I 100% think Dean would be supportive of Sam going back to school. I think that Dean would want the best for Sam, in my opinion. I don't think that he, but there probably is a bit of hurt hearing that, because he genuinely, I think he thought he found a person to kind of share all of this with, and then that didn't really work out, if that makes sense. However, I think we have a lot more to go through before the end of this first season. So this conversation, I genuinely don't even think might be all that relevant at the end of it, because I feel like there's going to be more stuff going on. They're going to go through more, and Sam probably won't want to just leave. Maybe he will. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he'll just, at the end of the season, he's like, I'm out. I'm not sure. Guess we'll find out. But yeah, so I really loved that scene, because I think it was really great for Dean to be a little bit honest and talk about how he was feeling about that. And yeah, I mean, I think I'm really glad that happened. And I think part of the reason that did actually happen, I don't think that would have happened earlier on in the season. Maybe that's just me, but I don't think it would have. I think him and Sam have been through a lot, and he feels like he can open up to Sam about some things like that, and that makes me very, very happy, even though it was kind of sad, the topic in the scene. You know, obviously I think Meg is crazy. You know, I don't really know what else I don't know Meg's motivations. I don't know what is going on. I don't know kind of the intentions of her character and stuff like that. So it's really hard for me to judge her or say like I really like her, I don't like her, I whatever. But you know, I'm leaning on the not really liking her side because she's like kind of crazy and a little bit, you know, there's just some situations going on. It seems like she has this like interesting heavy attraction to Sam, and you know, that whole scene where she was talking about, like, she obviously mentioned their mom and Jessica, the most painful things that, like, you know, Sam's ever gone, and then she just started like trying to kiss it. It was weird. I wasn't about it. Didn't love it, gotta say. Not a fan. But I do think that it's going to be interesting to learn more about her character. You know, she's smart. I genuinely think that whole her getting thrown from the building was completely planned out. So they let their guard down. Dad shows up, and then, you know, the attack happens. She's smart. She knows what she's doing. I think she is a force to be reckoned with. Little Miss Tinkerbell is she's not coming to fuck around, okay? But I think she's going to be something that they really have to look prepare for, I guess, because I don't think that she's going to stop. And again, I think it is interesting because we don't entirely know exactly what her intentions are, and that I find that to be really, really interesting. Yeah, I mean, loved this episode. I thought everything I felt like we were getting just a little bit of the answers that were, I mean, obviously a good portion of you guys have already watched this probably many, many times. So, I mean, I'm not like, you know, but I'm quite excited to sort of see just what is kind of behind everything, what is the purpose. The ending was a bit sad. I felt for Sam because obviously this is like the one thing that is really has been keeping him going. And you know, I mean, we've seen how many times he's kind of like brought up like, let's go find Dad, and I need to find Jessica's killer. And you know, Dean has kind of been like, be patient, and for him to finally see his dad and to know that this all has something to do with something that has to do with it, and he has to let it go and kind of go off with Dean, is just, it breaks my heart for him, because you know that it's a very tough thing for him to accept. And I am very proud of him that he did accept it, and you know, it was really hard for him. Proud of both of the brothers. You know, Dean opened up, Sam was accepting things and being patient, and just applause all around. Guys, you're killing it this episode. Love it. All right. I enjoyed this episode. I am so excited to get into the rest of whatever is going to be like thrown our way. I'm so excited. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.